From high level, yeah. Yes, sir. Can you hear me talk to my grandma?
Yeah.
Алло, баба, привіт.
Ой, привіт, сонечко моє. Квіточка ти моє, сонечко моє.
Привіт, баба.
В тебе сьогодні день народження.
Я знаю, дякую, баб.
Все, поздоровляємо тебе.
Дзвонила. Я зараз
Ага.
іду з друзями, зараз буду їсти.
Ага, де ти справляти?
Так.
Добре, добре, сонечко. Як твоє здоров'я, як себе почуваєш?
Да, все добре? Добре. Добре, ну все.
Все, папа.
Okay, so that was my grandma. She's so funny. So she calls me, right? And she's like, yeah, she asked me about my health and everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I asked her if she's walking. She's like, yeah, you know, sometimes my health is good, sometimes it's not good. And I'm like, well, you know, she tells me that she goes to the hospital and like the doctors don't really know what's up. Sometimes she feels dizzy, sometimes she feels depressed. And I'm like, well, the answer is you need a hobby or a boyfriend. One or the other, right? One or the other. And she started laughing. So I try to cheer her up when I can. But yeah, she's awesome. Speaks no English, so keeps my Ukrainian sharp, Wolf. This is my personal driver. Definitely not an Uber. One day it'll be a Lambo, but for now, this will do.
So you're gonna be like Malcolm in the Middle.
I'm gonna be like Malcolm in the
You're just
Middle.
like in the he breaks the fourth barrier, so he's just like vibing and doing whatever, and then you're like, and guys, so actually, like, and then you tell them something. That's gonna be really cool.
Malcolm in the middle. Let's go. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be mid-conversation. I'm just gonna turn to the camera
And pretend like no one else is
and
there.
pretend like, and the world has to freeze behind me though. You know, like. I'm so glad you speak Spanish, bro, because sometimes I just sit here and like I hear her talk with Uber drivers or with anyone, and I'm like, what? They could be planning like a kidnapping for all I know, you know. I'm out here building an SMMA business just to get kidnapped. So this shrine, Mother of Mary, where we always see people praying.
Yeah.
So this is famous. And the reason people go to it is because the hitmen of Pavlo went here apparently, and they got the blessing so they don't die in their missions.
Wow. Well, I've heard that she's very miraculous, so it makes sense that that was one of the biggest concerns of people living here because of how big Escobar was. So that really makes sense. It's very interesting.
There we go. So on my way to the birthday dinner, and we get a history of Pablo Escobar and where his assassins prayed before they went out on night missions. Where else are you going to live this life, right? It's got to be Medellin. It's got to be Colombia. That's kind of what I hear from everyone. I mean, my experience here, like when I first got to Medellin, it felt like I didn't really know what to expect, right? Because I was like traveling in Ubers and I didn't speak the language. She obviously speaks Spanish, but for me, I didn't know what to expect. I thought when I asked someone what part is dangerous, they kind of said you can get robbed anywhere, right? They were trying to tell me that, well, there's no real. I mean, it's safe-ish everywhere, but like you should be fine. So I didn't really know what to expect, and I always kept my guard up. I bought a second phone, but man, since being here now almost a year, it's very safe as long as you move differently. Like you kind of have to keep your wits about you, I think. And as long as you travel in a crew and you have a group of people, I think that's the safest way to do it.
So how do you feel about today, bro?
It feels good, man. It feels good. I feel like I'm 28, but I feel like I'm 22, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I have the wisdom of being in my late 20s, but because I've done a lot, I've traveled to a lot of different places now, but I feel like I am still very energetic. The only time period that I felt different was when I was a competitive gymnast and I was an athlete, obviously, because I was stretching every day. I was working out on rings, bar, like 2 hours a day. So I felt different then. I felt more mobile and more flexible, and that was in my like late teens. But I still feel like I'm 22. I probably feel stronger, probably a little bit less mobile because I don't stretch as much as I did back then. Back when I used to coach gymnastics, man, I was stretching like 3 times a week. Now I don't do that. I just lift weights, do Muay Thai. So probably a little bit tight, but I feel good, man. It feels good to be out here, and I feel young, and I'm ready. Dobre, bro. Listen, I'm gonna teach you one Ukrainian word every time I see you, okay?
Hey, that's
If you're down,
Love
I'll
it.
teach you one Ukrainian word every time,
Love
and then slowly you'll become Ukrainian.
it. Love it.
We need more Ukrainians, man. We're a rare breed now. Slowly being more rare and rare each year, sadly. So now I'm gonna teach all my friends Ukrainian. That's what I've decided. And if we all know Ukrainian, we could just have a secret language, you know? Especially in Latin America.
Yeah.
It also sounds scary, right? Like
Yeah,
if
it
they
does sound
listen
scary.
American, they're like, American.
Yeah,
But
that's
if they
true.
listen like Russian, they're like, oh my god, they're onto
Yeah, right.
something. Like they will be scared of you.
Yeah, if I ever get robbed, I'm just gonna start like yelling in freaking Ukrainian, dude. Like, but here's the best part, I'm gonna start yelling compliments. You know, so it won't even be rude.
Bueno, sí.
Thank you, man, I appreciate it.
Camina.
What's up, bro? How are you, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? It's nice to see you. Doing, appreciate it. High level, yeah.
No way.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
My guy?
Yo, appreciate it. Oh, you heading out?
I am. I gotta go home and sleep.
I just finished up dinner. About to go smoke some cigars and hang out. Be the end of the night here. Probably it'll take us about an hour or two, and then we're gonna head home. It is a Wednesday. We gotta wake up. I gotta get to work. So let's get it. That's what I love about Medellin, and they're also all entrepreneurs. So we're all on the same page, right? Like when I first started my company, all my friends were gymnasts, parkour guys, gym guys, you know, like weightlifters, all that stuff. And that's great, and it's cool because we all motivate each other, but now it's different because now we all run agencies, right? And we all have a very similar business. And you'll probably hear in some of the conversations, but it's all agency style conversations, which is cool because that's how you really learn the secret outreach strategy, is by talking to other people. Yeah, look at this, Spider-Man right here. Only in Medellin, bro. Only in Medellin. I'm shocked he didn't start doing backflips or something. That's like a reggaeton Spider-Man. Going to the cigar place. It's funny, I was never super big into cigars, but honestly, I feel like I never properly gave cigars a shot. I've maybe had, before coming to Medellin, I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 cigars in my life. And then Arman here converted me. And
Put the blame on me.
he brings the haram into my life. That's what it is. I'm just trying to live a regular, peaceful life. And Habibi over here.
First, let me get that introduction. We on the long road to sell destruction. You so in love, you ain't gonna tell me nothing. Let me get this clear, 'cause I had no idea. I'm looking at tomorrow. I'm looking at tomorrow. Let's get naughty,
Alright guys, so we're gathered here on a very special day. Our friend Pavlo's 28th birthday. There we go. So thank you everybody, right? I've been bestowed the great honor of giving Pavlo a speech. You know, as I'm not the best, but I am the best. So
What's up? So what's up?
But yeah, no, in all seriousness, in the short amount of time that we've all known you, it's like we've grown, you know, so close, so fast. We always
Yeah.
talk about how it's so hard to find like-minded individuals across all realms of human life, right?
Human
And
endeavor.
You're certainly an exception, bro. It's like,
I appreciate
You're
you.
gonna be talking about business 1 second, Muay Thai the other, right?
Yeah,
Making jokes, watching your old parkour videos
Hey.
10 years ago.
That's how we do it.
And we can,
That's how we do
all
it.
connect really well with you. And yeah, it's an honor, especially my last night here in Medellin.
Bro.
Coincidentally, you know, your birthday night.
Yeah.
It worked so well. And yeah, but we appreciate you. It's a gift from us, from all of us to you.
I appreciate it.
Love us spending so
I
much
appreciate
time
it, bro. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. Of course, man. Of course. It's amazing. Amazing. Appreciate it. It's good people. It's good friends right there. I'll give a cheers myself.
There we go. Cheers. I'll cheers you with water.
Cheers me with water. I'm gonna say something too here.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then I'll finish the cheers to you guys. Just starting my drink. That's right. That's what I need. That's what I need. There you go. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all coming out. I know it's Armand's last night, as just mentioned, but I'm glad you guys all came out. Dude, honestly, like these past couple months, bro, like, I mean, some of you guys have known for maybe 6 months, some more, some maybe a few months, but yeah, it's been a blessing, honestly, meeting you guys in Medellin and like all of us connecting and fucking training together, doing business together and hanging out and talking. This is the ideal situation, man, right? Traveling, having fun, like just talking about business, growing, and I couldn't ask for a better friend group, so I love you guys. I'm glad we all came out here. Cheers, salud. Cheers. Good stuff. And it's crazy because I remember working a job and driving to an office and sitting in a cubicle and then having pictures of different cities. It was mainly beaches, to be honest. But I remember looking at these beaches in my cubicle and thinking to myself, am I actually going to achieve this? Am I actually going to travel? And if I do travel, am I actually going to live this life, right? I didn't want to just travel for 1 week and then come back to my job, right? The 1 week vacation. I don't want to go for 2 weeks. I didn't even want to go for a month. I don't want to go for 3 months. I wanted to travel full time. And that has always been one of my biggest goals and one of my biggest dreams. Last year, I hit that goal and I started traveling full time. And the big thing that I've learned is that it gets a little bit lonely, right? If you're always moving to different cities, you're living out of different Airbnbs, it's fun and it's a good time. I was traveling with my girlfriend, but the only thing that's lacking in that lifestyle is the fact that you don't have a consistent friend group and a community that you can rely on, right? And back then, I had driven friends, but I didn't have entrepreneurial friends. And there's a little bit of a difference there, right? Because I'm trying to grow a business and I'm hustling all day. My friends don't understand. They want to go out, they want to party, they want to do all this fun stuff. And you don't really blame them, right? But on the other hand, you need some kind of support network and you need some kind of network, you need some kind of crew that you can be with and that can motivate you and that can inspire you to keep on pushing and get to that next level. Because it's hard out here, right? You're out here, you're trying to do everything yourself. Your parents don't understand, your friends don't understand, they're all partying, and all you want to do is build a future. That's one thing that I love about the city of Medellin, is that I've met a ton of entrepreneurs. And so now I have an amazing friend group, like you just saw, like everyone inside. And it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful because we all support each other, and a rising tide lifts all ships. We talk about everything, and no secrets go unturned, right? It's fully transparent. We talk about funnels, different marketing strategies, angles, outreach, messages, DMs, everything, right? Partnerships, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. This is really what people pay for when they try to join these masterminds that are worth 10,000, 15, 20, but I can't even attach a price tag to all this, right? This is all so valuable, and not only that, but it's a lot of fun. And that's really the biggest thing that I've learned from last year to this year, is the fact that you need a community and having a band of brothers that you can travel with, hang out with, go on adventures with, but also talk business when you want to talk business, and they support you, right? Imagine you're telling someone an idea, you're telling someone something that you want to work on, and they actually agree, they give you more ideas, they motivate you, they inspire you. This is the kind of energy that you need. You don't have it in the beginning. You have to go monk mode, you have to stay focused, and you can't let the outside world impact your internal thoughts and bring you down to tell you that it's not possible, because they don't know anyone that's done it, right? Maybe they work normal jobs, maybe they don't know anyone that travels, maybe they don't know anyone that makes 6 figures or 10K a month and actually have their time freedom. And so that's the biggest benefit. And that's what I learned going to my very first event, is I would meet people like you just saw in there, and it just becomes possible. You realize they're just normal people just like you, and at the end of the day, it motivates you and it inspires you. So I hope that's what you got from this video. And I hope that you can go out into your friend group and motivate your friends, because it'll come back to you. It doesn't even have to be about business. It could be about fitness. It could be about life. It could be about anything, right? It doesn't have to be about making money all the time. That's only part of the equation, right? You need health, you need wealth, you need good relationships, you need all that stuff. That's the biggest thing that I've learned this year, and that's the biggest change that I've had from last year to this year of traveling. Now I travel in like 2, 3, maybe 6 month spurts, so that way I can really settle down, I can make friends like I have here, and you can have that travel lifestyle, but still have a community and still have a friend group. So I hope that's what you got from this video. I hope you go out, go to some networking events, meet some people, and enjoy your life. And when you actually start working remotely, start traveling and start networking, because it'll be just as valuable as any masterminds that you join, or 10K, 15, whatever. So hope you've enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one.